Have you ever taken a DNA test with Ancestry only to find out your results have changed a few months later? It can be frustrating, confusing, and even a little bit unsettling. But don't worry, you're not alone. In this video, I'll uncover the truth behind why Ancestry keeps changing your DNA results. It's a common experience for many people who've tested with Ancestry, as well as other DNA testing companies like MyHeritage and Family DNA. At first, you might have been excited to discover your ethnicity estimates, perhaps even learning something new about your family's past. But then, a few months later, you receive an email stating that your estimates have been updated. Maybe your percentage of Scandinavian ancestry decreased, or your Irish ancestry increased. Or maybe, like I explained in this video, you suddenly have English ancestry you just don't want to admit to. Whatever the change, you might be left wondering, why does this keep happening? Is Ancestry intentionally manipulating the results to keep you guessing? Are they constantly changing their reference groups and algorithms just to keep their customers on the hook? The truth is, the changes in ethnicity estimates are not due to any intentional manipulation by the companies. Rather, it's because of the way Ancestry use reference groups and algorithms to estimate your ethnicity. In this video, we'll reveal the truth about how these DNA companies use reference groups and algorithms and how they affect your DNA ethnicity estimates. We'll also compare the ethnicity estimates from Ancestry, MyHeritage DNA, and Family DNA, and explain why they may differ from each other. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how DNA ethnicity estimates work and why they can change over time. So sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage, and get ready to uncover the truth about your DNA ethnicity estimates. When you take a DNA ethnicity test, and really, ethnicity might be the wrong word. Let's call them origins. The company compares your DNA to a reference panel of DNA samples from individuals with known ancestry from different parts of the world. These reference panels are often composed of individuals who have a long history in a particular region and whose ancestry can be traced back for generations. By comparing your DNA to these reference panels, the testing company can make an estimate of your origin. However, it's important to note that the origin estimates are just that, estimates. The results are based on statistical models that rely on DNA samples in the reference panel and can vary depending on the composition of the panel. For example, if a reference panel has a smaller number of individuals from a particular region, the origin estimates for that region may be less accurate. Additionally, genetic mixing over time can make it difficult to distinguish between different origins, particularly in regions where there's been a lot of historical migration and intermixing. A good example of this is in Northern Europe with people that are Germanic. Germany didn't really exist until the 19th century in the way that we kind of think of it now. Before that, it was just a mix of different Germanic-speaking people in different principalities and regions. The role of these reference groups and algorithms is also crucial to determining your origin estimate. Reference groups are a DNA sample used to represent a particular population. Algorithms are the mathematical models used to analyze the DNA data and make these estimates about your origins. Different DNA testing companies may use different reference groups and algorithms, which can lead to different origin estimates for the same individual. For example, I've tested with 3 different companies and I've had 3 different results. The first test I did was MyHeritage in January 2021, where I had Irish, Scottish, and Welsh all grouped together at 78.7%. I also showed that I had 10.7% Balkan origins, at 6.1% Finnish, and 4.5% Greek and Southern Italian. And these have never changed. Family Tree DNA I did in June 2022. And I had the following results. I had Irish at 62%, English, Wales, and Scotland at 29%, Scandinavian at 5%, Basque at less than 2%, Finnish at less than 2%. I had Eastern Europe, specifically the Magyar, which is around Hungary region, at less than 1%. And I also had Anatolia, Armenia, and Mesopotamia at less than 1%. Now, Ancestry. I originally did this in July of 2021. My original results were 54% Scottish, 46% Irish. There was an update in November of 2021 which changed it to 58% Scottish, 42% Irish. Then, April last year, I had a drastic change. It changed that I had 48% Irish, 43% Scottish, and 10% English and Northern European. And just recently, they've made another change where I have now showing 53% Irish, 37% Scottish, and 10% English and Northern European. So then the next part of this video, I'm going to explore the differences between the reference groups and algorithms used by Ancestry, MyHeritage DNA, and Family Tree DNA, and explain how these differences can impact your ethnicity estimates. Ancestry DNA is one of the most popular DNA testing companies. It uses a reference panel of over 40,000 individuals from around the world. The algorithm compares your DNA to this reference panel and assigns probabilities to different ethnicities based on shared genetic markers. Ancestry DNA also provides a breakdown of regions within each ethnicity, which can help you learn more about your ancestry. MyHeritage DNA, on the other hand, uses a reference panel of over 4,000 individuals from over 40 different countries to estimate ethnicity. They also use an algorithm to analyze the DNA and assign probabilities to different ethnicities. MyHeritage DNA provides a detailed ethnicity estimate, including subregions within each ethnicity, which can help you to pinpoint your ancestor origin. Family Tree DNA, another popular DNA testing company, uses a reference panel of over 1,200 individuals from around the world to estimate your ethnicity. Their algorithm compares your DNA to this reference panel and assigns probabilities to different ethnicities based on shared genetic markers. Family Tree DNA provides a more general ethnicity estimate without subregions, but they also offer the option to test your mitochondrial DNA and Y-DNA, which can give you more detailed information about your ancestry. As you can see, each testing company uses different reference groups and algorithms to estimate ethnicity. This can lead to differences in ethnicity estimates for the same individual, depending on the composition of the reference panel and the mathematical models used to analyze the DNA data. In the next part of the video, we'll explore some of the reasons why ethnicity estimates can change over time and what you can do to get the most accurate estimate possible. One of the main reasons why ethnicity estimates can change over time is because DNA testing companies are constantly refining their reference panels and algorithms. As more people take DNA tests and contribute their DNA data to these companies, the reference panels can become more diverse and accurate. Additionally, as more research is conducted on genetic markers associated with specific ethnicities, testing companies can adjust their algorithms to better predict ethnicity. Another reason why ethnicity estimates can change over time is because of updates of the testing company's database. As more people take DNA tests, the reference panel can become more representative of different populations, which can lead to more accurate ethnicities. However, it's important to note that ethnicity estimates are still just estimates and should be taken with a grain of salt. Your ethnicity estimate may always match with your family's oral history or records you have. Additionally, genetic mixing over time can make it difficult to distinguish between different ethnicities, particularly in regions where there's been a lot of historical migration and intermixing. To get the most accurate ethnicity estimate possible, it's important to take a DNA test from a reputable testing company with a diverse reference panel and up-to-date algorithm. Even more important, you should be researching your family history and compare your ethnicity estimates to historical records and family stories. Finally, it's important to remember that ethnicity is just one aspect of your genetic makeup, and there's much more to your DNA than just your ethnic background. Even more importantly than ethnicity, these DNA testing can also provide valuable information about your relationships to other individuals who have taken DNA tests. For example, you may discover relatives you never knew that you had, and you never know what valuable piece of your family story they might be able to help you discover. To get the most out of your DNA test, it's important to consider all these factors, not just focus on ethnicity alone. By researching your family history and comparing your DNA results to historical records and family stories, you can gain a richer and more detailed understanding of your ancestry and genetic makeup. You may also want to consider uploading your DNA data to third-party tools and databases such as GenMatch. And MyHeritage allows you to upload data from other tests, so that will give you even more insights. Check out this video here for more information about DNA testing. And if you found this video helpful and enjoyed it, please consider giving me a super thanks by clicking the support button below. Your support helps me continue to create more informative and entertaining content about genealogy. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on my latest videos. And thank you for your support.